So I'm going to first start out with the basic characters. Now, I have all but 2 characters in this game unlocked. But when you first start out, you're not going to have access to all the characters. You have to buy most of them. Or you could save up your money in-game, which is through Steal, and buy them for 15,000 each. Now, the first characters that you're going to have access to are Warden, Peacekeeper, Lawbringer, Conqueror, for the Knights. For the Vikings, you're going to have Warlord, Raider, Berserker, and Valkyrie for the Vikings. And for the Samurai, you're going to have Shigoki, Kensei, Orochi, and Nabushi. Those are the ones you're going to have access to. Now, I don't know if it's changed since I first started, because there's been quite a few characters added. But those are the first 12 I had unlocked. You could choose which character you want to start with. Each character has a different moveset and playstyle, but they're all adaptable to a certain playstyle. Though Warden is a Vanguard, he's meant to deal damage but also have good defense, but he's also very basic. Every other character in this game pretty much outperforms him in moveset, other than maybe a few of the more of the first characters that were ever added into the game. But Warden is the safe pick. He's difficult to get good at, but he's a very versatile character for how basic he is. Peacekeeper is a assassin, having multiple different evasive tactics, such as deflecting enemies' attacks and redirecting it at them. She causes bleed with her daggers. Lawbringer is a hybrid, so he's fairly difficult to learn as he has high maneuverability and high damage, but he is also extremely slow. So when you're fighting him, he can sidestep, but if you can outmaneuver him, he is a free kill, pretty much. Conqueror, a very basic character, and honestly not the best to choose, as he has very little going for him. Many people don't play him, and the people that do, there's very few. He's a cool-looking character, but overall he's okay. Those are the 4 starter characters you'll get in the Knights, which is Peacekeeper, Lawbringer, Conqueror, and Warden. Next up is the Vikings, which is Raider, Berserker, Valkyrie, and Warlord. Each character here is also played in a different manner from the Knights. So Raider is, in theory, like Warden, but his attacks are faster, and he has different combos compared to him, but again, overall he has the same playstyle. Same with Berserker. Though, if you were to play Berserker and Peacekeeper the same, you would probably die, due to Berserker being a much more aggressive fighter with a ability called Hyper Armor that allows him to basically take an attack while giving out an attack. So if he throws an attack and his Hyper Armor activates, his attack will keep flying even if someone throws an attack at him that hits. Valkyrie is a hybrid. She has a deflect. She's fast, agile, and very hard-hitting, but again, easily countered by characters that have high maneuverability and is a high counter. She's a disabler, so she's able to swipe out your feet and drop you to the ground for a few moments, where she can get a free heavy or 2 lights. Warlord is a heavy character who is more of sit and counterattack, as his abilities are resided around his shield. Most of his attacks that you can use for openers are bashes that lead into a light attack. His heavy is very good if you want to trade attacks, as he gets 2 heavies in a row with hyper armor, allowing him to take attacks while dishing out damage. Now, in the samurais, you have the basic 4 that you're going to get when you first start, which is Kensei, Orochi, Nobushi, and Shigoki. Kensei is, again, like Raider and Warden, though he is extremely more adaptable. He has higher range, and he moves a lot faster. He moves a lot more. So Raider has good range, but he's just a straightforward brawl kind of character. Warden, again, same thing, straightforward brawl character. Kensei is more for counter attacks, as he does not he only has 1 bash, and it's done in a very different manner from the rest. His attacks hit hard, and he is basically a deceptor. If you're going to play him, you're going to have to end up taking damage, and you will probably have to counterattack, as either you're going to have to outmaneuver your opponent or you're going to have to trade. But he is a good character overall with good damage and good outfits, in my opinion. Orochi is an assassin, but you would not be able to play him like Peacekeeper or Berserker, as a lot of his kit revolves on his bash lights and dodge lights, which allow him to outmaneuver the opponent while staying in front of them, giving them a sense of security and allowing them to attack. So he can dodge back and then forward with a light in a counterattack. He is much more agile than Berserker or Peacekeeper, and his deflectability is also super good, giving you a free, I believe, 25 damage with a stomach stab and 1 free light. Nobushi is fairly hard. She does not have any openers, so she completely relies on staying back, retreating, and keeping a distance from her opponents. She's a character kind of like Peacekeeper, allowing her to bleed her enemies to death with her weapon. She has a lot of counterattacks, but those rely on dodging and bashing, allowing you to get free lights and bleeding your opponent. Shigoki is way different than every other character I've talked about so far. He is a heavy hitter. He is what you would consider a tank, allowing you to destroy your enemies. A lot of his abilities allow him to charge his attacks and hit for more. Every attack he has, except for his bashes and lights, has hyper armor, allowing him to trade very well. He is a extremely hard hitter with his basic heavy doing 30 damage and his charged unblockable heavy doing 35. His lights do 20 damage and his headbutts do 10. He has a ability where he can heal himself via hugging the enemy, which would take, I believe, 8 damage off the 8 health off the enemy and heal him. He relies heavily on being able to just eat attacks, but overall a super fun character. Now, out of all these characters here, the most basic one I'm going to go with is Warden. And with this, I'm going to show you just the basic attacks and combos, plus parrying and dashing. So, when you first start out, your basic attacks are going to be R1 and R2. R1 being a light attack, a fast, swift, low damage attack that you can use very well. That's a light. Then you have your R2 attacks, your heavies. These are the big wind-up attacks that do a lot of damage. If I am to turn on my opponent's health, you will see how much damage that does compared to a light. Nothing. 3 attacks to clear 1 bar, 1 attack to clear 1 bar. Big difference. So, each character has their own attacks and their own combos. Then we have a zone attack, which is R1 and R2 at the same time. R1 and R2 at the same time. It doesn't do much damage. Well, that's because he's guarding, but he doesn't do much damage, as you can see. Compared to a heavy or a light, it only does 13 damage. This is a guard break. It breaks your enemy's guard for a second, allowing you to get either a free heavy or 2 free lights, depending on your character. So Warden, it's a side attack for your free heavy, and it is a double side light for your free lights. For a bash, you want to push your joystick forward and then X and square at the same time, and you can launch. And then you will attack. You could use light or heavy, and this light or heavy will almost always hit. So now I'm going to give my opponent a moveset, and I am going to, let's see, opponent moveset. I'm just going to give him the basic attack so I can show you a parry, a counter guard break, and a zone attack parry. Okay, so that's a zone. Zone. Let's see. So, yeah, that's a parry there. You attack. Oh shit. When they attack, you want to press heavy on their attack, allowing you to catch their weapon in a grab, allowing you to get a free light. If it's a heavy parry, then you will get a free light. But if it's a light parry, you will get a free heavy. Again, depending on which side. See? He guarded that. But if it was a light, it would... This is a counter guard break. But if it was a light, it would have landed. So, I'm guard breaking. Guard breaking. A free light. Each character has their own attacks, their own combos, so if you're going, depending on which character you pick, you're gonna have to learn their combos, but yeah, that's basically the basics. You just learn how to parry, learn how to counter guard break, and learn your character's combos after picking a character, and you should be good and all set.